Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Truth Noir. We got some really cool guests today. One of them, if you've been watching the show, you know he's been on before, and the other one you actually probably also already know. So we'll just get right to it. To introduce our other guest, old friend of the show, Josof Sanchez. Top of the evening, sir. How's it going?
Wonderful, fantastic. Thank you so much, Norm.
It's always a pleasure having you.
Well, you know that for me, the kids of this country and abroad, man, they're a gift to us, and there's nothing more than us being to develop a platform where we can be able to network and build these kids, release their greatness.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I look for people, and I just had the honor of meeting Mario and Scar, and he came and we gave over 2,000 toys in El Monte, and it's amazing what has happened in his life, what has transformed in his life, and basically I look at him as a gift to the children, so that when we go and speak, he makes a great impact on them. He's right now we're developing a project that has come from his heart. And it's built on increasing the peace campaign, and
Very cool.
And we'll be using his film. He'll talk more about that. But I just wanted to talk to you, let you know that we're so grateful. As you know, the kids call me Mr. OG, opportunity giver, and you've given us the opportunity. So you're going to enjoy both of the guests here. So once again, thank you so much.
Excellent, man. Well, it's always appreciated. Mario, thanks for coming on. It's a pleasure to meet you. And yeah, man, so I had never seen your Cholos Try YouTube channel until Josof started telling me about it. And I watched a couple episodes, and it's funny, it's informative. And so what started you on that process, doing that?
Well, it was just the opportunity came, and I said, why not? I mean, it was a chance for me to try something new and get paid a little bit. It turns out to be something, it came out to be like a viral sensation. When we try stuff, people think it's the funniest thing, but I mean, it's just us breaking stereotypes and showing people like a different way, like a step outside the box and try something new. That's all our show kind of shows.
Well, now this is not your only YouTube channel, right?
No, we work with so many people. We're just everywhere. We have a broad audience where we try a little bit of everything.
He had also the opportunity to and the honor to work with Shia LaBeouf in his latest movie, and so he's he's very much out there, and the beauty is that the kids that many say they cannot reach, he's reaching them. And we need to, embrace one another. And you're going to meet his friend, and she's tremendous. I mean, she can't even go to the mall without the young kids, And so I want you guys to just go ahead and do your thing, man. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, so, being that my first sort of introduction to you was Josof telling me about Cholos Try, I brought something for you guys to try. So how about if we bring out your co-host, Irene, and you guys can tell me what you think of this little surprise I brought for you.
Right. Great.
So, yeah, well, let's, we want to switch out, do a switcheroonie, and then, so yeah, let's welcome Irene to the show. Pleasure to meet you as well. Round, I'm not coordinated enough to do that. So, how long have you guys been doing Cholos Try together?
About 2 years.
3 years, maybe?
2, 3 years. It's about to be 3 years now.
Awesome.
So the time passes so much, we do so much, the time is just flying. It's like,
it feels enjoying it at the same time.
Right, well, that's always a good position to be in when you're like, wait, where did the time go? So yeah, I brought something for you guys to try. This is a Vietnamese banh mi sandwich. So have you guys tried that before?
No, I haven't. Never tried any Vietnamese food.
All right, so yeah, let's, if you guys want to go ahead and dig in, let me know what you think.
What does it have?
So this is jalapeno, carrot, I believe some onion, and some French baguette bread.
A lot of jalapeno. Okay.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
So yeah, Vietnam used to be a French colony, and so like the French bread was kind of inherited through the French occupation of Vietnam. So it made for some pretty good sandwiches in the meantime.
I like it. It almost tastes like Mexican, like a torta.
Yeah,
it just needs
right.
mayonnaise and butter.
Or
No,
sour cream.
mustard.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it's good. It's good. I like it.
Trying different foods from different cultures, sometimes you realize how like similar we are. You
Yeah,
know, 'cause
exactly.
Our foods sometimes they can be so different, but so much the same. We just gotta try. We're afraid to try different things sometimes, and as long as you try it once, I think you just step into a whole different world that you would have never stepped into.
Yeah,
That's what it's all about,
Yes.
really.
Yes, it is.
So in all of your time trying new stuff, what were some of the like highlights, like favorites, least favorites, nastiest?
There's just so much experience that we've been through since the show. But it definitely expanded our minds to try different things and just to try it all once. You know, like how he says.
Yeah.
The most great thing we've done was the swamp.
The swamp, yeah.
I like the swamp. It was definitely
I
different.
don't know if I saw that one.
Yeah, we went to Georgia and we got to travel, like we went canoeing down miles so
For 4 hours.
just to get to our
Oh, wow.
campsite, and we had to go through alligators. They're everywhere, and
60,000 alligators surrounding us. We literally had to sleep in our tents. We looked like sushi for them.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Yeah.
They just bypassed us.
and just to be there, it's so surreal because you never even think that somebody from where we come from, like the hood, the ghetto part of South Central, like
Yeah.
that we will see something just to be in that
Or just be
environment.
there.
It's just so like it's like being almost like a little kid in Disney, something that you're just so new to, and more people should try stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was Mark Twain that said like travel is the enemy of racism and something like that. That it was just like whatever your prejudices are, you're gonna lose them when you try all of this stuff and go to new places. So yeah, I mean, I applaud you guys for like making like guinea pigs of yourselves and like allowing yourselves to experiment with all this stuff. It's really cool.
We're trying to show the world a different side of it.
Yeah. What's the thing that you guys want to try that you haven't done yet?
My goal is to do skydiving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I'm still terrified of it. I still have that little fear, but
You want to do it with like the person with the camera jumping with you to like catch your reaction?
Yeah, just go as high as I can and just throw myself. Look at the
Yeah,
world
I'm
from a
not too
different
excited
point of view.
about that, but that's what it's all about, trying
Sure.
different
Yeah.
things, even if it almost gets you killed, you gotta just try
It's
it
the
at least.
adrenaline that makes us love it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
the adrenaline that we get from it. It's a whole different experience.
Yeah, I think a big part of living is trying new things, and a lot of people don't ever try like different foods, different cultures, and we're just like inside this little box that we create for ourselves when the world is so big, there's so many stuff to do.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what we're showing to the kids, that just because you come from a place that isn't so open to different, trying new things, they see us and they're like, oh, if they're doing it, well, we could do it too.
Yeah.
A+, you guys. It's really cool. What are some of your other channels? What do those like focus on? You got like the Trying New Stuff channel, and then, but it seems like you have like a lot of different channels.
Yeah, we worked on so many, like wherever they need us, we're there. Whenever
We're
you,
trying it all in the industry.
it goes
Yeah.
back to the old days. Whenever you need a job done, like a dirty job, you call the cholos. You call the gangsters to do your dirty
Sure.
work. But now we're doing legit work where you need us to be on your music video, on your ad campaign,
Documentary.
TV shows, wherever you need us. Like we're there. We're there to collect our payment and just look cool, be ourselves. So
Yeah,
for
right.
once-
It's not a
Just
bad
like
gig.
everyone else, we're just here to pay our bills too.
Sure.
But we're showing a different side of it.
So we have a photo. You guys brought a few photos. What project was this from?
Well, that was a promo for the TV show On My Blog. And
Okay.
I had the opportunity to work on that episode once and be on the promo. So it's good, like, it's a full circle almost. It just, everything comes together. And for Irene to be a part of it and the other members of Cholos Try, we all like come and show support to not just our show, but other shows that are up and coming. And On My Block is already a good show, you know, and for us to be able to promote for them and get paid, of course, like it's a great thing.
Yeah, sure. And where can we find that?
You can find that on YouTube, on Facebook. Everything's mostly on the Me Too network.
Okay. Solid. And then, yeah, this was one we were talking about a little bit before we came on set. This is called Hermanos.
Hermanos, okay. It's not hermanos, it's hermanos.
My bad.
Yeah,
But
I
it's-
will understand how you will make that, but it's brothers in English.
All right, and how do you say it again?
Hermanos.
Hermanos.
The H is silent.
All right. Well, it looks like it's doing really well. It looks like 7.1 million views, and that's within a year.
Yeah, it was just our anniversary 2 days ago, and
That's awesome, man.
I'm like, I can't, even, I still don't, it just feels so unreal. Like we started off a project, like it was so low budget. We didn't have no idea how far it was gonna go, and it reached that many people in that amount of time. Like we know we made an impact when we were out on the streets and people recognize us, especially since this movie focused so much on some little kids, some middle school kids. Like they come up to us and they appreciate what we did because we showed what they go through. You see, it wasn't so much for what we go through, but what the kids see and what they have to deal with, because we're so used to a lifestyle that we should have stopped a long time ago, and they become victims of their environment, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just a harsh reality that the movie shows, and people can relate to it.
And now this, when this started, I don't know how to say, you came to have much more to do with the film than you originally thought you were going to, right?
Yeah.
You'd cast everyone and...
Yeah, I had the privilege of casting everyone, which actually gave me the chance to give people that I work with the chance to work with us and
family.
and give them like, kind of like, I think everybody got a little bit of taste of that celebrity life, like, because over 7 million people saw, so everybody that was involved in that movie,
Yeah.
kind of feels like, okay, well, I was involved in something big, and people are like, oh, I saw you in that movie, and I'm glad that everybody got to feel that, you know, because we already feel like we were already big with the show Cholos Try, and then this blew us even more to a whole different level that we would have never thought. It's kind of this saying that says, when you go in there expecting nothing and you get everything, that's destiny.
Yeah, that's like the universe telling you it's supposed to happen. So what other projects do you have coming up? Anything on the horizon that you're working on, or?
Well, I mean, just today I was in this music video. I was in this prison in Lancaster where this helicopter lands and I'm a prison inmate. It was for a music video, but it just goes to show that the type of project that I'm involved in. Like, it's just great to be in that type of environment where I don't have to be in prison to
Yeah, you get to leave afterwards.
Yeah, I get to go home and I don't have to come back, you know, and it's just the greatest feeling when you're back into your own environment, but you're actually getting paid to do that.
Yeah. Cool. And what about you? Do you guys like work together on everything, or do you have any of
we've been working together in a lot of projects. As couples or as actually everything, huh?
Yeah, we try to. We're a team. Like we're what they call a power couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I know we have so much
everything
to
together.
do. Like that episode we did. We're holding on to some rods that give electricity out, and we're supposed to like kind of say questions that are kind of like intimate, but I mean, it was just it's fun to like.
We got to know each other.
We always, every time we're on set, we learn something new from each other because it's always a new experience, and we get to do it together and enjoy it together.
Yeah,
and that's always a good
and we
thing.
both come from the same place. We literally like grew up together.
Oh, really?
We came from the same environment. We got the same state of mind, and we're out to get it. Like we're out. We gotta go, and our goal is just to keep doing what we're doing and make the change that's been needed, because for once in the history, in the Cholo culture, we're seen as something positive. And it's never been done before. Usually Cholos are looked at as bad people or as people that are never up to any good. But we changed that, and I'm glad to be a part of that because I always followed that culture. And now I see myself as somebody good, so I can actually look up to myself. And that's something that not a lot of people can say.
No, and it's an awesome thing to be able to like give to other people too. That like new mindset of like, oh, it can be different. It can change.
Yeah, and other people look at us and they see themselves like, oh, well, I got tattoos too, and they're doing something good, so we can do something good, and it feels good to help other people, make them feel like humans, because that's what we are at the end of the day. We got tattoos, but at the end of the day, we're just normal people like everybody else.
Yeah, you're saying you and some friends are the ones scooping up all of the in the casting for Cholos.
Well,
getting a lot of the.
I mean, we help whoever we can. We bring people that want to work with us and that want the opportunity to work with us, because a lot of people say they want it, but they don't really go out and get it.
They got to be interested. If not, then they're just going to fall off.
We work with whoever wants to work with us.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that'll say, it's easy to say you want to do something, and then when it comes time to do it, it's you start losing people.
Yeah.
But let's see, do we have any more pictures? Can we actually go back one? You were saying something about you were holding something that gives off an
Electrical shocks.
Yeah, so we were holding some rods, and they kind of amp up the power like after each question, and it was like so.
So this is like shocking you the whole
It's
time.
so good at first, but then it starts getting tougher and tougher. Like you can't even let the thing go.
Oh wow!
Like literally, like you literally feel like you're having arthritis at the moment.
Yeah,
and it's called the shocking truth, and it's stuff like this that you see. It's kind of silly, or some people might think that we're doing too much, but it's just to show that we're open to try new things. You know, that's all it is. Yeah.
Anything. Like usually people will say like, "Oh,
anything.
we can't." I try it all.
Yeah.
I know, right? People like hold back because they don't have the funds to travel and stuff. But LA is so big that we don't even know everything in LA. Like,
Sure, yeah.
They can try it out there wherever they're at. Just try different things, just to expand their mind, just to have that new thing.
Yeah, this is
mind.
kind of sort of a city of 1,000 nations where
There's so much to do in Los Angeles.
like there is someone from Ethiopia in the Ethiopian restaurant making your Ethiopian food. If you want to go out and try that, you just have to know where to look.
Exactly.
So
That's
yeah,
what we
and like
gotta try
everything
next.
else too.
Right.
Ethiopian food.
Let's go.
You with your hands.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they don't have silverware.
Oh, well, that's how we eat too. I always eat with my fingers.
But it's like a lot of rice, beans kind of stuff. A different preparation, of
And
course.
you touch the rice too with your hands?
I think they have like a flatbread that
Oh,
you
okay.
pick up stuff with. But yeah, it's everything. So I wanted to ask the question about the electrical ride. I didn't quite understand what you were saying about that. Let's go to the last, I think it's the last picture we have. So this is another project?
So that was an interview I did. They just started asking me questions, but the thing is that I didn't know they were gonna start interviewing me.
Oh, really?
So everything just comes off natural. A lot of times in these shows, they don't tell us what we're gonna do. So everything's like an actual surprise to us. We don't have time to rehearse it or look into it or do our research. So they started asking me questions, and you don't know. You just blur out the truth, and in that interview, I did kind of get emotional because they asked me something about like, what does this whole thing mean to you? And it does. What I'm doing, it does mean a lot to me, because I know we are changing people's lives and their perspective of seeing us in a different way. People that have tattoos, they're seeing us that we're not such bad people, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those like there's a lot of the superhero movies that are out there are kind of slanted towards the concept of like tolerance and accepting people. Like the X-Men is all about it's not just a superhero movie. It's about people who are actually mutants being treated adversely by normal people, and so it's good to have actual. I don't mean to sound too grandiose about it, but it's good to have like actual heroes that.
I mean, yeah, if you want to see it that
out
way,
there, doing cool stuff.
Yeah, but, before we had a different state of mind. Like he was different. Like we were violent before, you can say, but this literally changed us to a different movement. Like, we want these kids to hear what we didn't hear back in our time.
Sure.
You know, we're trying to cut it short, like, you know, like, skip all this, is you're just wasting your time, like, do this, you know, like, just follow your heart. Anything is possible. Stay positive, and don't look back. Just keep moving forward.
Yeah.
You see, like, I would have died, like, just thinking, okay, I have to be a bad person because I look like this, and the cops already stereotype me for who I am.
Yeah, they're
so
already assuming that about you.
So, like, you kind of get stuck in this kind of, like, mindset. But ever since then, ever since the show, like, me trying different stuff, I'm like, okay, I don't want to be that person. I want to be this person now. So, like, and I like it. You know, so it goes to show you don't have to be the same person the rest of your life, like, because of your environment or how you look. You could change.
It's never too late. You can change for the better.
Definitely.
And so, yeah, absolutely. And then you have an event coming up pretty soon, right? For coming up in June?
Yeah, you know, in June 15th, that's Father's Day weekend. We're gonna have a 1-year celebration of the short film Hermanos. Okay. And the impact it had on people. So we just, I mean, why not? You know, we just for the people to come and
take a little closer look.
Get to know us, get to meet the cast, and it's gonna be at the East LA Library, and it's gonna be like, we're hoping to be a great event. I know it will. We're gonna have lots of kids.
Will.
Lots of kids want to get to meet us, and we're giving them the chance to come and meet us, even though
take a picture, ask questions, whatever they feel like.
We still feel like regular people, but we see the impact that it has. So we want to give people the chance to come and get to know us, ask us questions, get to see the movie with us.
Very cool. And so that's June 15th, East LA Library.
From 11 to 4 p.m.
All right. Tickets, admission?
Oh, it's going to be all free drinks, free food. We're going to have like
free giveaways.
Awesome.
Free photo ops, free concert, like a little concert. Yeah. And
who do you have performing?
What's this group called Voice of the Ghetto? It's this group that's coming up and coming, and they have a good message. You know, it's just raw truth from the streets. They're not hiding anything. They're just telling it how it is, and sometimes people just want to hear the truth. Like they don't want to hear any lies.
People need to hear the truth.
Yeah, it's in short supply these days. You're definitely not getting it from Fox or
no, they're not.
Any of those other ones.
And I think that's what
it's a lot of hidden truth.
Yeah, that's what made this movie so impactful. That it was the truth. It was. I can't say too much about the movie because you guys gotta watch it. Hermanos short film, but it shows a truth, a harsh truth to the neighborhood. Sometimes there is no good outcome, you know. But there are lessons learned, but a lot of people haven't learned that lesson yet. Like how many times do we have to keep losing people for us to know that this is not the way? And hopefully this movie can at least stop 1 or 2 kids from committing a crime that they don't have to do. So if we can reach out, make that impact, it's going to be all worth it. And we already know it's well worth it.
Absolutely, man. Well, we're getting low on time. Do you guys have any final thoughts before we break for the evening?
Message you want to send out?
A message well, just keep watching our shows. We have more coming. We're always working on different stuff, and you know we're not gonna stop.
We're not stopping.
We're here.
We're trying to make a legacy, and we want people to hear it.
We're here to change. We're here to change the world, and I think that's in every human. That's the capability of doing something with your life that could leave an impact for the rest of humanity for the future, because. That's what I think that's what we're here for, you know, and us sending a positive message is gonna just keep going for the rest of humanity, and that's all we can do.
Well, it sounds like you guys are well on your way. Yeah, man. Thank you so much for being on. It's a pleasure to meet you, Irene.
Pleasure to meet you.
Best wishes to both of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got a couple more minutes.
So how'd you like this? Did you like it?
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
Did you try this?
So I can finish it.
Oh yeah. Well, don't let me stop.
Oh, it's great. This is great.
Right.
We should just close on that. Just fade to black, eating the sandwiches.
Can we get some mustard? It's great. I love it.
All right, guys. Well, we're just about out of time. I want to thank my guests once again, Irene and Mario. Check out Cholos Try. Check out Hermanos. If you're in the LA area, go to the East LA Library on June 15th and watch the movie with the people who made it. You'll be supporting good people that are also doing some good work in their communities. So we always want to support that here on the show. Thanks to Joseph and Julie with Operation Street Kids, All Colors Entertainment, right? Anything you see by them, please support it. You're helping out good people. In the meantime, we're just going to break a little bit earlier. It'll take me less time to upload to YouTube this way. Wherever you're going, get there safe, you guys. We'll catch you next time. Have a good one.